welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us. We are growing one big family, thanks to all of yous. And I am so grateful and humbled by your beautiful comments and your uplifting messages. Thank you so much. Okay. So we're going to just touch a few things. So if the video is too fast for you, up top there's 3 little buttons. You can click there, slow down the video to the speed you'd like. Also, you can turn on your CC closed caption, and you can read whatever stitch I call out down here. Take notes, pause the video, and you take it from there. It makes it more easier for people that have a hard time to follow YouTube. I also would like to mention that I do have a crochet group on Facebook. It's a private group. I will leave the links below if you want to be part of my group. We're, a bunch of beautiful ladies. You're more than welcome as long as you have a profile. There's a lot of scammers going on to the crochet groups right now, and especially with the links that says bit or cut. Don't open those links up. Those are scammers that go through your computer, through your phone, and steal every identity possible from you. So be very careful on that. I also would like to mention, if you'd like to donate to help out the women in need for thread, please do so. Below the video, there's a little bag with a $sign. You can donate there, whatever amount you'd like. Also, in the description box, there's my PayPal account. You can donate there, whatever amount you'd like. Or if you have extra thread and extra yarn, you can contact me through Instagram message, email me. You can contact me through the Facebook group. I also have a Facebook page and TikTok. So there's so many ways you can get a hold of me if you'd like to send out the thread or the yarn to these women that are desperately in need of it. I will send you their name and their address. You're more than welcome to do that, and we're grateful and humbled by it. Thank you so much. So most of the time I use a 3.5 hook, small one to tuck in loose ends, and of course a pair of scissors. And 99.9% of the time I use 4-ply 100% cotton thread. These are Portugal threads. It's equivalent, the same thing as Aunt Lydia, number 3 cotton thread. Okay, just a little tiny little bit thinner, but not by much. So we're going to get started. I want to thank every single one of you again. I also would like to mention at the beginning of my videos, when I first started 2 years ago, I did not know how to call the stitch names in English. So the first couple of dozen of videos, they're not well recorded. First, the app was terrible, so it's half screen, it's horrible. And because I did not know the name, I would just, explain it my own way that I knew how, and I apologize for that. But if you go through some of those videos and you are creating those pieces, because there's some of you that have been texting me on it and questioning me, please feel free to ask any questions. I am here to help you. Some of them I have recreated, of course, with the proper codes for the stitch calling. Some of them I still have to create. I just haven't had any time for it. But don't hesitate. Question me, and I will answer you ASAP. We're going to get started. Thank you so much, everybody, okay? And, of course, if you have not subscribed, please do so and hit that bell notification for new uploads to be notified of the new videos that I bring out every week, okay? Okay, everyone. So we're going to learn today how to do these beautiful, I don't know if you want to call them sunflowers or margaritas. It looks both to me, but we can use this on any pattern we'd like. And you know me, I usually create flowers because there's always something coming along with it that I'm going to put it to use, which would most probably be a table runner. But I'm not sure yet at this point what kind of table runner I'm going to do. So if you haven't subscribed yet, you might want to do that. Hit that bell notification for the new uploads. And please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. It's extremely important. So I'm going to use yellow and brown. These are 4-ply 100% cotton thread. I'm going to use 3.5 hook, a pair of scissors, and a small one to tuck in loose ends. And pearls. Of course, these are 8mm pearls. Let's get started. And don't forget, you can alternate colors. You can use the red, the whites, the greens. It's just perfect for any color, okay? So the first thing you want to do is that magic circle. So you pretty much just make an X on your finger, on your 2 fingers, I should say. Take the thread from behind So simple. Take your ring to the front, put it into position, hold it with your thumb so it doesn't get away, and put your thread to tension. I'm going to do 1, 2 chain. I'm going to come back inside and do half double crochet. So basically I have 2, okay, because the 3 chain, I'm not going to count it, okay, or the 2 chain I should say, I'm not going to count it as half, I'm going to count the other 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. I'm going to pull on my magic circle string and close it. I'm going to come in my first chain that we went up, and I'm going to close it with slip stitch. Now you can do this in one color only if you want to. Oops, I'm not going to cut it yet. I almost made a boo-boo there. Okay, let me get you a little bit more closer. So I'm going to go up 1 chain and come back into the same space to create a single. So now we have a single. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 chain. I'm going to come back into the same space again and do half double crochet. So I'm going to create 12 little loops like this. Now I'm going to go directly into the next space, half double crochet, 1, 2, 3 chain, come back into the same space, half double crochet. So now I have 2 little loops already. Coming into the next space, so we're always doing 2 halves, one next to another without space. 1, 2, 3 chain, come back into the same one because we're closing that little circle. Now when we close a little circle, we always have 2 halves in the same space. Okay, so that's a way for you not to get lost. Getting into the next space, half double crochet, 2, 3 chain, come back into the same space, close it. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do this all the way around until we get 12 little loops. Okay, now I have 11 loops already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to create my last one. So I've closed in my half inside the same space of the first one I did to do the 3 chain into the next space, and 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to come back to the same one. So now I have my 12 loops. I'm going to come right in the next space just before the single going to the loops, and I'm going to close it in. Now I'm going to cut my thread, but if you're using the same color, don't cut your thread. You need to pull your string to the back, so you would just grab it from the back to the front, bring your string to the back. I'm going to bring my string down here because I will need it after for my purl, so I can make a couple of knots with the magic circle one. Okay, but we'll worry about that at the end. So I'm going to grab my yellow. I'm going to do my slip stitch knot, and always make sure you leave a bit of string so you can tie in into your pattern so it does not come apart. Okay, so you know that we have the 2 halves together, so we're going to be working in there. I'm going to come from behind, in between where we have the 2 halves, and I need to come and grab the stitch here, which is in the middle of the loop. So I'm going to work backwards this way, very simple, and just bring and do my first single, trying to get my thread here, right there. And now we're going to do 1, try to hide my thread. Whoops, my hands are slippery today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chain. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. I'm going to come on my 4th with double crochet. So that's 1 double crochet. I'm not counting the chain. 1, 2, 3, and 4 double crochets. Not counting the chain. If you count the chain, it would have been 5, but I'm not counting the chain, okay? The next one, we're going to do half, and the next one, we're going to do half again. So that leaves us only 1 space left. We're going to do single, like that. So we have our first petal of the flower. Now I'm going to come again. So we worked on this one here. I'm going to come in between the other 2 here. So I'm going to skip the space there of the loop, and I'm going to come and work right back here in the center, which is the middle of the loop. Okay, so it's going to come right over here with a single, and again 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chain. I'm going to count again. 1, 2, 3, and my 4th one, double crochet. Next. My hands are really slippery today. It's very hot here today. And then, of course, my hands are stretched out for the recording, so it's kind of hard. And the camera's in my face, so not easy to record people. Okay, so we have 3 and 4 double crochet. Next space, half. So it's 2 halves and 1 single, the last one. So another half double crochet, and my very last one, single. So now we have the 2 loops done. And again, we're going to come and work in between where we have the 2 double crochets together, and I'm going to come and work right in the middle of the loop, single. So this is how it's going to be done. Today is a very fast video. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double crochet. And again, your second, your third double crochet, your fourth, and now half, and another half, and my last space, single. And then you're going to come again in between the 2 here. Okay, so we worked on these 2. This is the loop, and now we're going to work here between them. And I'm going to come and work right here, the next one right after, which is behind. maybe if I don't grab all my stitches, right? Okay, single. So then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then again, you count 1, 2, 3 on your fourth, and you do 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do half and half. Did I miss out something here? 1, 2, 3. Yes, I did. So I missed one. I have to do 4 and I did 3. So 4 double crochets, half, second half, and now your last one, they single. And then you come back and work in between again. Right there. And then come into the back where the stitch here is, single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so I'm going to proceed with mine until the end, and then I'll come back to you on my last one. Okay, you guys, so I've done my 11th. I closed in my paddle, if you want to call it, with the single. I'm going to come on my last one here. And I'm going to do my 12 paddle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3 on my fourth. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to do my 2 half double crochets. I just check again. 1, 2, 3, 4. My second half and my single. So I'm going to come in, just pull the string to the back, and where I have my first single here of the other paddle, I'm going to cut my thread. So I closed in with slip stitch. Just going to bring the string in between the loops here. Make sure we give it a few knots so we don't lose our flower, right? And then just go through some of the loops back here and you're good to go. Now I'm going to pull on my magic circle and close well my ring. I'm going to bring my string to the front so I can add my pearl on it. Now sometimes these holes are closed. So I'm going to lay across my thread. So I'm going to grab it from behind, more or less here. Bring my thread to the back. And then my leftover thread that I passed through the back, I'm just going to give it a few knots here. Gotta make sure that it's properly on the center. Don't forget that this will be glued into the pattern, so no issues. So I'm just going in 1 or 2 times with the thread behind here, and then I'm going to cut it because we already made a couple of knots to it. So then you would just fix her up a bit and you're good to go. So thank you so much, everybody. I will see you in the next tutorial. I'm going to start to create the table runner. And thank you so much again for being here with me. Until next time. Bye-bye.